Yay, here we go, Lise. You and me for stretching. Clearly, I should have used my time more wisely. I'm going to pretend that I'm barefoot. Since that took so long, I'm going to put my sneakers back on. Go ahead and take your left foot, roll it over that bar. So in your space, using a chair for some of our stretches today, you can completely do them without. So if you don't have one accessible, you can feel free. Hey, Webster, why are you chewing on your foot? Why are you doing that? And then outside rim of the foot. Okay, I'll scroll through quickly, but just in case, and inside rim. It's still really good Zen moment. I'm studying so many things in my brain that I'm like, okay, brain, this is a good reset. And then ball of the foot. So we won't hold long in there, not only for time's sake, Lise, but since you already did yours. And then ball of the foot, or arch. And then dig into the heel. They're always out there, huh? Sometimes harder to see than others. Oh gosh, my legs are so tight. And full foot. It must be our chair stuff from yesterday. And then pull that left foot off of the bar, connect it to the floor. The left foot should melt into the ground. The right foot still a little out of whack. Thanks. They're not new. I don't wear them very often. The first time I wore them, and I think I had like 5 back-to-back Impact classes. And my feet were like, what? Like, why would you break in shoes on this day? And so then I let them rest for a while outside rim of the foot. And so I don't wear them very often, but it's not their fault. And inside rim of the foot, I just have to break in shoes on days that aren't a lot of foot days. And dig into your heel. It's very true. And like when there's a bar or a trip class in between the like pounding classes and then the arch, for whatever reason, those little breaks make a big difference. But I'm noticing, so I'm doing like easier footwork for us, but more muscle work, which is so valuable, so good, and I can tell. I'm like, woof, okay. And ball of the foot. Quads have been activated a lot, which feels good. And then full foot, heel to toe. Remember to get a box of tissue out here. And then set your right foot down on the floor. Compare that to the left. They now should be easily melting into the floor. And then we're going to come up to our chair. Now in that first position, we take our leg, it doesn't matter which one, and we're making just like if, I know you can't see very well, but I'm doing like that figure 4 stretch, but putting and trusting the base of the chair to go ahead and hold that left leg, that left quad, or whatever one you've put on top. And then I let the other leg hang. So very similar to pigeon. And then in that position, so you're letting this leg go. And then in that position, lean forward into the chair. You can even use the arms of the chair to deepen that stretch as you come in. You could rotate over. Holy smokes. So I feel more when I rotate towards the knee that's on the chair. You could stretch and reach and extend. And then be really mindful of your breath. So in that, with every exhale, trying to release and let go into the chair. So we're using that to put us in a different gravity load. One more time, big breath in. And then as you exhale, the leg that's on the floor, press into that. Straighten your front leg and come into a hamstring stretch. Now, I could choose to just hold the elevation right there. I can bring my hands forward. I can walk my hands more forward. I could take my hand and pull the ball of the foot towards me. So you're finding that position in that hamstring stretch where you can, for me, where I get the most is if I take my hip that's up elevated and push that back and away, I get a deeper stretch through that hamstring. Big deep breath. So again, if you have the mobility to come down lower towards that elevated leg, feel the freedom to fold in half. Now stand tall. That leg that's elevated, go ahead and turn away from it. And then as you turn away from it, let that knee drop in and twist away. So I have that back leg lifted, and then I twist in opposition to the standing leg. Anytime we add a lever, it'll deepen the stretch. So you can follow it with your gaze, you can follow it with your limbs, you could create a bind, driving this left hip or whatever leg is elevated out and away and twist towards the standing leg with a big deep breath. Bend this knee and see if you can go after it a little deeper. Oh, that's the cutest. And then come back to center in that space. If you have the mobility to reach back and grab that back foot, go for it. Otherwise, keep it on the chair and then reach your opposite arm up and then dive forward. Inhale. Exhale, come up. Now flip over and do the other leg. It's definitely, I feel like what's so funny, now with that other leg up top, go ahead and find your position. Take some deep breaths. It's funny because we were talking about in class that was live in person. Oh, thanks, Lise. We were laughing about how they're like, oh, it's so boring without the dogs. It's like, yeah, live has different benefits, but there's no distraction of the real life to laugh at me for, in a good way. Laugh with me. Laugh at me, laugh with me, both. Now, my left leg's up there, but whatever leg is up there, use your chair to find where you're tight and gummed up. And then in that, you'll feel that tension and just take some big deep breaths. One more big inhale. As you exhale, push into your standing leg. Dig the elevated leg towards the chair and in. Find that position again. So you might find that leaning towards the right leg. See, for me, I'm much happier if I come into this open hip. If I turn towards that tension in the IT band, that's what's fussy. Find where yours is a little uncomfortable and then breathe into that. Aww, that's fun, G8. I mean, I know it's not relaxing when you're watching kiddos, but. And then lift up. Go ahead and turn all the way. As we turn away, that elevated leg, press out and away. You can use your arms. You can create a bind. I know we were laughing. Someone was saying like, I'm here for the pool. And I'm like, I never use the pool. But I'm glad it's there. I love the idea of it. It's just, you know. I clearly am going through a phase, the chair phase. And then reach behind Pick up that leg. Remember, that might not serve you. I might want to keep that there. Yes, it sure is. Lean in if you want. And don't they used to play music out there. Do they still play music? I know. I know. Inhale. As you exhale, step both feet onto the floor. Sit back into your chair. Oh yeah, that makes a big difference. Kind of drowns out traffic. Take your left foot on the right knee. Now team, I might want to do that all supported. So I can have my foot to my knee and I can lean in, release and let go. Or I can use the strength of my arms, triceps, to drop the weight of the hips and then move around a little bit. I can sink down into that if I'm in a low dip. I can get a little bit deeper stretch through the inner thigh, through the hip, and then move a little bit. But that won't be for everybody. So again, definitely feel the freedom to keep your behind supported. Lean in, move around. Inhale. As you exhale, switch legs. So again, you start seated. Lean in. Chest is lifted, abs are contracted to lift the heart and then move around in that. Big deep breath in. Oh, it says, it's not a chalkboard, but it does look like it. Attract what you expect, reflect what you desire, become what you respect, and mirror what you admire. Gives us some stuff to chew on, huh? And it's like, it's not, it looks like one of those boards you can like change. That's set in stone. I love that you could see that. Both feet down, big deep breath in, arms come up. Exhale, drop the shoulders, relax your neck, come into tabletop, scoop your belly in, round your back. And then walk your hands forward. Come down into a low hover, press through. It is nice and rhymy. Drop the quads, flatten the feet, look over that right shoulder. I'm wondering maybe if I move it. It's to hang, I think, in my bathroom. I haven't decided. It was a gift, so and switch. Trying to figure out where it serves its purpose. And then center. And child's pose, pull back. Walk your hands as far forward as you can. Big deep breath. As you exhale, walk your hands back, and then we're going to rotate. It's time. I know, I wanted you to be able to read that better, but I'm nervous. I'm going to knock over. So, yes. So good, right? I know, mine too. I was thinking that today too. I think it's a combination for me. Saturday, all that like movement, and Monday. But yes, man, we have this to thank. This bad boy. Now in that stretch, reach behind, feel your back, just like usual, tailbone to the next point of contact, lift your bottom, open up your legs. Big deep breath. Exhale, let go. Now, this is the perfect time of day to come together. We've experienced the first half of our day. Whatever that's done to us, whether we've had a lot of things to be joyful about, whether we've had a lot of things to be sad about, or a lot of things to be stressed out about, let's take a second to honor that and then reset the back half of our day. Now, if you have a lot of things that launch you into a very joyful space, that's such a blessing. So much to be grateful for. ride that wave through the second half of your day. But if today hasn't gone how you wanted, take a second to reset here. And then heel toe your feet out. Take the knees, draw them in. As your knees fall in, the heart is open. These shoulders are going to want to do this, and we're letting them go. They don't have to be in charge of anything right here. Big deep breath. As you exhale, heel toe your feet to neutral. Let your knees fall in and out. Big deep breath. As you exhale, close your legs, straighten your legs, flex your feet, and open. Now that I'm looking at my shoes from here, these, I see why they stand out so much. Pink, like I don't wear a whole lot of pink. And close the legs, bend the knees, and open. I love it for others. It's just not my favorite. Big breath in. And exhale, close the legs, straighten the legs, flex the feet, and open. But I just buy what's on sale on these shoes. So I happen to be in very bright pink shoes. And close the legs. See if you can get your feet closer to your head. Bend the knees, open. Now use your hands on the ankles, push out with the knees. Inhale. Exhale, close your legs. Straighten your legs. How far forward can you get these toes? Inhale. Exhale, open. Take the hands on the inside and push out. And then come around the back side of the fold. Close the legs. Bend the knees. Set one foot down at a time. Lift your bottom. Roll your back down. Assess the after. So your back just melts into the ground. Lift your back. Now we only do one of each on this. Oh my goodness. I need to scroll back up. I missed some things. I feel like I got so excited about our stretch. I forgot some things. I know Siri, what's so funny is I'm now paranoid. Siri never used to talk to me and then wrap your arms. And now she constantly, it's usually when I'm with you in this setting. And unwrap, I know I can turn her off. I should just do that because I never use it. So I don't really need it. And circle, left arm on top. Last one, team. So we only get to do one on each arm. Give yourself a nice tight squeeze. Unwrap. Big circle. Roll yourself up. As you roll yourself up, go ahead and turn over. So as we turn over, we're in that high hover. Push the earth away from you. And then take one leg. Let's take our left leg or whatever one ended up in front. Forward. Move around a little bit. Then reach back with that same arm. For sure. And come center. Get that front foot so that it's in line with the heart and lift up into crescent. But Chelsea's went off during church. So it was like super quiet and then Cerise started talking. And I had to laugh because that could just have easily been me. I was like, oh, so glad it was. I'm so glad it wasn't. And reach away. And God doesn't care. So I was like, right on, Siri. And open, turn. But I know, but you know how like it's so quiet. It must have been something, I don't know. Like I never know when it talks to me. Back arm spiral. Open, turn into warrior two. Bring that front arm down. Straighten the front leg. Bend, lift back up into warrior two. Make sure you're pushing into this front knee. And then reach up. You can bring that hand all the way behind. Hand open. Remember, we're using this as an intentional no thank you. What could be coming in that you need to say no to today? That could be working late. You say no, thank you. The sun is shining. That could be worries and stress of others that we don't need to carry. Take that back arm, spiral back. Find the things that you're pushing out and away, the things that we need to resist, and then climb back down. Switch the foot. Move around a little bit. Reach back behind you. Inhale. Exhale. Center up your front foot. Lift up. Lean away so you're leaning towards that bent front knee. Open, twist. Take that back arm, spin it, open, and then turn into warrior two. Bend into your front knee. Take that front arm down. You get to choose how deep to go into that. Straighten the front leg. And bend. Now lift back into warrior two. Come into peaceful warrior. Bend into that front knee. And open back into warrior two. And then spin it. And then hands down. Step back into that high hover. Low hover. Press your chest there. These bicycles aren't working legs, you're not pursuing birds right in front. And then sink back into your child's pose. Big deep breath in. As you exhale, turn over for our last stretch. Bend the knees, up and in. Now we did, and we're going to take the knees to the right. Goal post your arms. Now we did our pigeon stretch elevated on our chair today. But if you want to come into that after we leave, if you want to do a little independent study with that, go for it. Look over your left shoulder. And switch it. Knees all to the left. Big deep breath. As you exhale, knees in the head center. Tuck the knees to the heart. Send the feet to the floor and roll up. Reach the hands to the toes, pull back. Take your right hand to the left foot. Spin the opposite hand to the opposite legs. And switch. Hook it. Reach it. Option. Bring it all the way around. And both hands. And thanks, knees. Bow your head. Let your head hang heavy. And then lift up tall. Reset. Spin over onto your hands and knees. From there, dig into your toes. Lift your tailbone. Push back towards the heels. Walk your hands back. As we're in that dangle, shake your head no. Nod it yes. And then slowly roll all the way up. One vertebrae at a time. Open up your heart. Nice big deep breath in. Arms up. And then exhale, dive forward. Now, as we come forward one last time, whatever stress you can leave here, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, anxiety, fear, leave what you don't need to carry. And then slowly roll all the way up. Squeeze your glutes, pull your belly button in, roll your shoulders back and down. Take a nice big deep breath in, arms up. And exhale one more time, big deep breath in, arms up. And exhale. Give yourselves a hand. Happy Tuesday, friends. Thank you so much for being here, Lisa and GA. I appreciate getting to stretch with you today. I missed you last week, so good to get to be together. Oh, shucks. She does, and yet I'm like, bye. Family yoga. Gosh, I can't get my... Clearly operator error. Vic's just gonna have like usually I keep these down so the house doesn't get hot, but whoopsie. Anyway, I love you, team. She's not so. You're not, no. After their haircuts, they are a whole different personality there we go, for a minute. So she's crying all day yesterday. Now she's a little needy today. Grace, you're so good. Just tolerant of your sister. As we move in, we'll probably use the chair tomorrow. Just leave it out. I don't plan to, but I think I'm going to. I think it's going to be a thing. This is their summer cuts till July 31st. I have to make this work. So anyway, family yoga, here I go. I love you, friends. Have a great rest of the night, and I'll see you tomorrow.